Hey Pisces. So I'm doing what message and what zodiac sign needs a message for today. And I was shuffling the cards for today. And what I got was Pisces. So Pisces, first of all, I wanted to show you that the deck that I use is the Vice Versa Tarot deck. And if you ever use these cards, then you know that it has a front side, really is like something like the before, and then they always have a back side as the after. So I wanted to let you know this before I start showing you the cards and explaining what I've seen in your card. So Pisces, what I'm seeing is that you guys are stuck in a mental state of something of always doing it repeatedly, but coming out with the same outcome. Because as you can see, the Five of Swords is right after the Ten of Pentacles, which in this deck is a couple that's going to approach a person or a king that's on the throne, as in like their hand in marriage. But they continue to do this process with the same results. The next card is the Five of Swords, which the Five of Swords is having a victory and winning at all costs. But when you won that battle, what did you lose by winning that battle? Okay, and then you have the Hermit backside, which in this card is when you go and achieve that goal. And then as we next when we have the King of Wands in reverse. But it's the backside of the King of Wands. And I don't know if you can see the card. It has a snake in the grass. And as you can see, the snake does not bother the king as he in his backwards. So after the victory, and after you have won the victory, you look at what you achieved. So what I'm getting out of this reading, Pisces, is really more your own achievements and that you're holding yourself back. Because I'm actually getting the Eight of Swords. As you can see, is the backside. And the sword is there to cut you loose, to be free. But then you have the next card, the Five of Wands in the backside, which this Five of Wands represents when you have a victory and it explodes, and you have to be very cautious of what you say, do to get the victory. But it's it's at an explosive point when you see this card and this tarot deck. So you're mentally in your head and you feel stuck and you're repeating same patterns that ending up with the same results. But as I can see, the Three of Pentacles, but the Three of Pentacles in this deck is when you have to look at yourself and still give yourself accomplishments. And when you collaborate with others, give them accomplishments too. So you get your own praise for yourself. But when you work amongst with others, when they praise, so it's basically you look at yourself and you give yourself praise. When you work amongst others, you give them that same, not praise, but you still give them what they're good at too. Then you have the Knave of Swords. So at the end of this, basically you're going to come out, but the Knave of Swords do not know. They're more immature energy. So right now you do not know of the situation. Maybe as in time progress. Because the Knave of Swords, like I said, and I'm going to bring it up because when I looked at the card for you guys, and so the Knave of Swords, I'm going to show you guys. So the Knave of Swords, right, is that this person who may not know how to compromise or listen well to others are in a suit of communication and thought. But this knave does not have the mental discipline yet to achieve clarity in either. he may get himself into situations that require someone else to rescue him. A few of those experiences will educate and humble him, at which this point his potential for brilliance can be fulfilled. So like I said right now, whatever situation you're going through, for me, it was more abundance, stability, and achievement into yourself. And right now, you do not have this clue. You have to humble yourself and just move forward. Because the Knave of Swords, as I just read, is someone who does not know yet. They don't have any clarity of the situation yet. But if you keep going doing the same results, you will get the same conclusions. So my advice to you, Pisces, is to do something different. You know, go out the box. If this is a job opportunity, because there's a lot of pentacles, a lot of swords, and this was an explosive situation. If we could put it into a relationship terms, you and your partner are not seeing eye to eye, and right now the situation that you guys are going through is very explosive and it's not clarity. Both of you guys don't have no clarity into the situation. For right now, I think space would be best for the situation, or to have clear communication amongst each other since the Knave of Swords came out. I think a communication will probably be, I think you guys, basically, if it's a relationship, you guys don't have clarity from one another of probably what the relationship is. Or if somebody, what is the role in the relationship? So right now, it's very explosive because you see the 5 of Wands as I explained. Right now, if it's explosive, you guys can separate from each other for right now. Cool off, get your head together, and then come back later. If it's an abundance situation, because like I said, I see pentacles and communication. Oh yeah, and for a relationship, have good communication, because like I said, you're lacking communication. If it's a job opportunity, start going after what you want to go after. You know, make it known. Start communicating with others better. If it's a job situation and co-workers, because you have the 3 of Pentacles, and is giving you a card to state that you, basically, you give yourself encouragement. And then when you work amongst each other, you be positive amongst them too. That's how you guys are going to thrive together. In a job, in a relationship, in a friendship, it really doesn't matter. Even a family situation. The key of this reading is having clear communication, and start doing new things and new going after your goals, or going after your job that you want, or the lover that you want, or being more stable in your life. Stop doing the same routine, and you'll get the same results. So if you change up, that might give you a good thing to do, because being the same and you're not achieving what you want, the whole cards really gave me not having confidence in yourself, not having real clarity amongst yourself and others. So this reading was really to try to start using more communication, better clarify. If it's a relationship, clarify who you are amongst each other. Are we lovers, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband and wife, or just mess around buddies? You just need to have clarity and truth. Okay, if we're going to go this route, what is your role? What is my role? Okay? And be very, very cautious and courteous of other people's feelings. Because like I said, it says the communication is in a knave's. A knave is as an immature child. A knave has to have time to educate themselves to have better communications. And so Pisces, have better communication skills. Try to do different things. And if you're at a job, be positive amongst each other and work together amongst each other to thrive. No negativity. Um, Someone around you is very explosive. Like I said, it could be a lover, it could be a family member, a friend. Either way, right now the situation is very, very explosive. That can go to the next level. And if it's abusive, because like I said, a card like that comes out for a person, that means that the situation has got out of hand. And like I said, for me personally, I would separate yourself from each other, cool off, and then come back and talk in a clear way, and not in an immature um, way. Because that's what the Knave of Swords, which I just read for you, is someone who has to educate themselves by time. So, and they don't have no clarity, and they have to humble themselves. So, Pisces, just like I said, start doing new things. So you can try to get better results. Start being positive to yourself. Start making others around you have confidence, just like aim give yourself confidence and positive. And learn communication, clarity. Be very clear for whatever you do. So that's it, Pisces. I just want to come in and explain your reading, because your reading for right now is probably the most reading where it wasn't about a relationship per se. Is really you having mental clarity of yourself. So this is more, I feel the reading is like, could be a significant other with the explosive Five of Wands card, but it's really more insecurity amongst yourself and having clarity and truth amongst yourself. And stop doing the same routine. If you want better results, you do something different. So thank you so much, Pisces. Or if you're watching for a Pisces or you have Pisces anywhere in your chart, this is your reading. And take care. Bye.